0 seconds. Stop recording video button. Speech off.
Hi everyone. I would like to tell you a nice little story again. Today I'm going to translate again from the German into the English. So here it goes. Good morning, my friends. Here I have a lovely little story. But at first, for my blind friends, I am sitting on my bed, which is spread in front of my bed. I do not know if you see my chair in the background, but anyway, not much to talk about that. It's still dark. I'm sitting in my poncho again. Well, so I'm sitting in my bed. Anyway, the story that I would like to tell you today, I call The Man with the Luggage, a Perfect Christmas Orphan. The word Christmas orphan I have taken over from a friend many years ago here in Edinburgh. He always tried over Christmas to find people who had nowhere to go to. People who had no family or no friends where they could go to for Christmas. And the difficult thing is here in Edinburgh, if you depend on public transport, that it's even more difficult because there's hardly any buses. And if you need to go from one side of the city to the other to visit somebody, it is very, very difficult. So this is why I think you feel more lonely with that added isolation here in Edinburgh. So the perfect Christmas orphan. Graham and I we are quite just by ourselves for Christmas, and it's usually quite boring. We don't do anything special apart from one big meal on the 25th on Christmas Day. But last year we had our friend Paul here for Christmas, and well, it turned out that he never really had Christmas with his family, just with his son used to come to him. But at some point they had an argument and the boy didn't come anymore. So last year he wouldn't have had anybody for Christmas. So we invited him to ours and he was so happy. And it turned out to be that it was his very last Christmas. So we thought maybe in October it would be nice if we would have somebody for Christmas who has nowhere to go to. So first I thought maybe we invite the homeless guy who sits around on the corner of the shop down the road. It didn't feel right, so I prayed to God and says, Father, send someone for Christmas to us who will be happy to have a bit of family over Christmas. And I chucked away this thought. I just sent off the prayer and I left it at that. And last week I went for my walk again around the other seat. And of course I had the intuition, turn clockwise and not anti-clockwise. So I started walking, and who did I meet? The guy who I met in the summer who kept walking around with his backpack. Can you imagine the guy who had 8 kilos of water on his back, walks all around the mountain or on the top of the mountain to train for mountaineering? So we chatted for a wee while and he told me about all his aches and pains and all kinds of things. And we walked together around the mountain. And I discovered quite quickly that he is quite lonely. He has no family here, maybe a few friends. But he said he's given up to ask if somebody would take him for Christmas because they all spend their family with their Christmas. They spend Christmas with their families. So I said to him, well, come to us for Christmas then. And he was happy. So after the walk, he came to our house and he had a cup of tea. And he likes Graham as well, so he's looking forward to Christmas. And we exchanged phone numbers, and every now and then we're going to go together for a walk. Well, and this, I was quite happy that God sent somebody to us for Christmas Not just that somebody who we picked because he was homeless, but actually it is somebody who kind of walks around, kind of almost invisible, and people see him and nobody really knows how he is feeling. He knows quite a few people here, but he is quite lonely. So he's going to come to us. So I think all will be good. And, often I think we should pray that and ask God, how can we today bring someone a bit of happiness? You never know who that will be, whom's heart we can warm up a little bit today. So that is my little story.
Speech on. Pause video. Stop recording video button.